So what is the power of suggestion? And how does it affect our intimate relationship? It's kind of like when you get a gorgeous invitation in the mail. And it creates excitement, anticipation. The anticipation of the party is the best part. Because you know all the parties are going to be beautiful. All parties are beautiful. But the invitation could determine whether it's a surprise party or whether it's an engagement party or what kind of party it's going to be. But you have to show up to the party. And how you participate is going to determine, what kind of time you're going to have. Are you going to just sit there? Or are you going to get up and dance? Your intimate relationship is less about your body and how you feel about the way you look. It's more about your participation, your enthusiasm, because you're not always going to look like you did on your wedding day. You can't lose your baby fat in a week. So what are you going to do? Put your relationship on hold? It's not about your looks, even though they're visual. But you could visually use the power of suggestion and drape your lingerie that doesn't even fit you on the bed. You don't even have to put it on. I definitely wouldn't worry about being good in bed, so to speak, or or having bedroom skills. These types of fears is the worst thing for your intimate relationship. You're not on the tennis court. You're not holding a tennis racket. And actually, he's more worried about his performance than you are. So it's more about being pleasant, absence of sarcasm, more about how you receive him. You don't have to worry about being good in bed. It's not about your form or anything like that. It's about your attitude. It's about absence of a sarcastic exchange. It's about being pleasant. The invitation is what creates the anticipation of the event. It's the best part of the party, the anticipation. And in your intimate relationship, it's the anticipation that makes the event exciting. But of course, if you want to have a good time at the party, you have to show up, right? And maybe you have to dance a little and have a good time. But you do have to participate. It's the participation and the anticipation of the event. It's all okay. This is your private time. Intimacy is exactly that. It's intimate. You're alone. You're not on the tennis court. It's not about form, I think it's more about absence of sarcasm, having a pleasant disposition, being open, looking at each other. You have to be able to look at each other. Marriage is a partnership, so, in any partnership, no partner wants to feel that they're doing all the work. They want to feel that their partner's doing the work also, not only them. You want to be a loyal partner. You want to be a participating partner and a valuable partner. Supposing you made the best dinner for your husband. You grilled all the vegetables and you picked them out. And you got an expensive steak and you timed it perfectly to come sizzling hot out of the oven. And you expected your husband to say, "I want this, wow." But instead he says, "Nah, not Not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Leave me alone. Ladies, stock cancers number 3 and 4. When your husband presents you with his passion, he doesn't want to hear you say, nah, maybe tomorrow. Leave me alone. I don't think so. This is Linda from Brooklyn, and I am your new best friend. I definitely wouldn't worry about being good in bed. There's no such thing as being good in bed. I would worry more about your attitude, not having a sarcastic exchange, being pleasant. These are the things you need to think about, not your performance. Let him worry about the performance. He's worried enough for the both of you. It's intimate, it's private. And it doesn't matter if you keep your eyes open or if you want to close your eyes. I mean, it's very nice if you could look into each other's eyes and show that you care, see each other. As long as you're present, you need to be present, not choosing the draperies, you know? You can't be thinking about your granite tiles. There's no rush. You have your whole marriage to enjoy your intimate relationship. Sometimes what we need to learn about intimacy is so simple and elementary that it's the same thing they teach in elementary school. Opposites. All you need to know is your opposites. Stop, go. Fast, slow. Higher, lower. Softer, harder. These are basic, elementary principles. So don't stop until you get it right. This is Linda from Brooklyn. It's easy. You can't leave all the work to somebody else. I want you to rethink your bedroom. Is it an adult, relaxing, inviting place? Or does it look like a nursery? Or does it look like an electronics store with plugs and chargers and computers around? Or maybe it looks like a hospital if you have your pillbox on the nightstand showing. It's not very sexy. You have to be able to relate to each other in this room. One room. Take a second look. Take a second look at your bedroom. Because you have to create the atmosphere. You have chargers and your iPad and your phone. What's going on in there? Do you have mail and bills on the nightstand and on your dressers? You have to have an inviting place that you could relate to each other in. You have to be able to have a conversation. Can you even look at each other? Or are you looking at the phone and the computer and the TV? I mean, how many different things are you going to compete with in your own bedroom? It's your bedroom. Take control of your own bedroom. Otherwise, you're going to need to have to fly away to go on vacation just to relate to each other. Don't be that couple that has to go away in order to be together. You're together. You're together at home. I want you to rethink your bedroom. One room. It's an adult room. It's you have to create the atmosphere. Take a second look. And then you'll see what you're competing with. If you're disagreeing about something with your husband and you're mad at him, of course the last thing you feel like doing is warming up to him. But that's actually the wrong strategy, because you're weakening your bond and you lose the opportunity to have him come around to your way of thinking. And he's not going to apologize. Because of the male ego, he's not going to want to look foolish in front of you. And it's kind of like what they tell you to do with babies. They tell you, don't tell them they're bad. Just tell them the thing they were doing was bad. So you have to learn how to separate the issues from your intimate relationship, because your intimate relationship should be steady and strong. Don't weaken it by holding a grudge. This is Linda from Brooklyn, and I'm your new best friend. Can you separate all other issues from your intimate relationship? Can you not think about tax season? Can you not think about work? Can you not think about kids? Can you not think about money? All the stresses of your life interfere with your intimate relationship, but only if you let them. There's no rush. Your intimate relationship is like a painting, like a work in progress. You could step away from it for 2 weeks and then you go back to it again. And then you could add something and it improves. You improve it little by little. Don't rush through it. Enjoy the journey. It's your ride.